Okay, before I start the talk, let me pay homage to the Buddha first. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Okay, so before I give talk, here I have two books. One is called Mindfulness, Wise Attention and Wisdom Training. I do not give you first because I don't want you to spend your time reading. So you can take on last week, okay? And this book, another book, is called 9 Attributes of the Buddha. It's recommended by Bhikkhu Bodhi. You know Bhikkhu Bodhi? It's a Greek translator. So when he conducted a retreat, he recommended my book to his participants. So sure they have something essential for you to learn now in this book. Okay, so you can have it on the last day. Okay. Then today I would like to continue the 4 elements meditation. Let us repeat a little bit. What are the 4 elements? Okay, so what is the characteristic of earth element? Okay, so when we say the great earth outside, or below, the great earth, is this how to call? Okay, so when we say great earth, is it only earth element alone? No. So what else they have in the great earth? Yeah, so when we say great earth, is only conventional truth. So what comes to you is only concept of earth. But we talk about earth element, is the characteristic that earth carries. You see the difference or not? Okay, so we see water, river, we only see river. But we say water element means the water element carries the characteristic of flowing and cohesion. So one is conventional truth, river is conventional truth. But the water element is ultimate truth. Okay? Try to see the difference, okay? So, I would like to explain a little bit more about the wind element. Now here, the characteristic of wind element is pushing and supporting. It may not come clear to you, but if you add one more thing, that is distended. When you blow the air, when you blow the wind into a ball, basketball, then the basketball, first there's no air in the basketball, right? So the balloon is like lembek lah, huh? But when you blow the air inside, then the balloon becomes distended. So wind element has the characteristic of pushing, supporting, and distending. Now distended. Our body also distended by air. Inside the body, stomach, a lot of air. So then now how we can practice this 4 elements throughout the body. First, you follow the sequence: earth element, water, fire, wind. So first we start with earth element. So earth element, start with the top of the head. Immediately you can feel hardness. If you cannot feel hardness, you start by touching. Press it. This is the hardness, right? You press softer, then it becomes soft. You press harder, it becomes hard. So you remember this hardness. Remembrance is mindfulness also. You remember this hardness. Then slowly you scan your mind. Scan down. Here, forehead also hard, right? Here also hard. The whole scar behind also hard. The neck also hard. Sometimes can be soft also can. Soft is also part of the earth element. So slowly, once you can understand hardness, and you can memorize the hardness, then you move down. Now scan, see the bone inside the body, hardness. Even you cannot feel hardness as like how you touch your head. But mentally, you should remember what is hardness. Because mind can produce hardness also. If you think of hardness, you can feel hard also. Okay, so you remember what is hardness, then you move down, bone, hard, then all the bone, hardness, the spine, hardness, up to the bone below, all hardness. Go one round. How far, how slow, up to you. Some people can go very fast and feel immediately hardness. Some people may not feel it so quick, then go slowly. Maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or 5 minutes, depend on individual, okay? Then after you understand already what's hardness, then you can go softness if you want. When you go softness, you don't apply so much energy. Don't apply so much mental energy. Your mental energy must be relaxed a little bit, because softness is relaxing. So if you put too much energy on your observation, on your observing, it becomes hardness. So you must relax your mental first, then you can feel the softness. If you cannot feel, you touch slowly, touch slowly, then you can feel the softness. Remember what's the softness. Our softness feel like that. Remember it. Then you go down the whole body, scanning from the top of the head down to the whole body. Softness, softness, softness. Softness is a little bit more difficult than hardness. Hardness is much more easy. That's why you have to soften your heart in order to feel the softness. Then after that, scan, feel round. Okay, understand what's softness. Then go to roughness. Roughness, you can rub your, roughness. I remember already now. Roughness, roughness is like that. Then using that memory, then go around the whole body, roughness, 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 roughness. Because you are not touching, right? So it's not easy for you to feel the roughness. Therefore, that memory of roughness is very important for you. Only when you touch, you can feel roughness. Now I'm not touching, I'm standing there, roughness, roughness. How can I feel roughness? By way of memory. Mind can produce 4 elements. Remember that. Therefore, you must understand the roughness first. Remember it, only then you can scan your body. Okay? And this 3 enough. Smoothness, you want to do also can, you don't want to do also can. Heaviness, you want to do is very easy. You press your body down. Press down. You use your hand, press your whole body down. You can see the below part all heavy. You can feel that heaviness. But we don't have to do it purposely. So once you understand what's heaviness, that's enough. And when it appears in your meditation, automatically, then you acknowledge it is heaviness. Okay? And lightness is very difficult for you to feel now. No light. But you want to know what's lightness, you can do like that. Slowly. Slowly, there's lightness. So it's very difficult, right? So if it's difficult, we ignore it. When you come to good meditation, the whole body become light. Then you know the lightness. You don't have to try so hard to feel the lightness when it's not there. Okay? So important is hardness and roughness, right? But if you practice too much hardness and roughness, then become very unbearable, become very difficult. That's why in between we add one softness to balance it. Okay, 3 enough. Okay? Then go a few rounds, you satisfy, then go to water element. Water element is very profound compared with the other 3 elements. Therefore, it's a bit difficult to discern. Sometimes you need to imagine. For example, tearing, whatever part in the body you feel watery, that is water element. So you got to think. Tearing, sweating, urinating, blood flowing, you got to think, then gradually you feel the flowing. Then after you feel it after you get familiar with the water element, then you should try cohesion. See how inside, how the skin cohere with the sinew, how the sinew cohere with the flesh, how the flesh cohere with the bone. Try to feel it. If you cannot feel, you don't try so hard. 1 hour, 2 hours, cannot feel it. Don't do like that. If you cannot feel it, let go first. Let go first. Go to the clear element first. When the element become clear and your mindfulness becomes sharper, what is not clear will become clearer. So you don't spend 2 hours. Wow, what is cohesion? Until now I cannot see cohesion. Forget it first. Okay? Then go to flowing enough. 1 element, at least you must understand 1. For example, flowing easy, cohesion very difficult, then let go the cohesion first. When it comes to a time, it will become easy for you. Then after water element, the whole body. Next one, fire element, Tejo Dhatu. Fire element is very easy, especially in Malaysia. So hot the weather. So, but you try to see the whole body, not only one part. So the fire element, like temperature, body temperature is always there. 37, 38, 39. This body temperature, try to see little bit warm enough. You don't feel like fire. Then after that, your meditation become very unbearable. Little bit warm, little bit hot enough already. Okay, but as you're scanning the whole body, hot, fire element, heat. Certain part you may feel cold. It's okay, fine. So when you stand fire, when you contemplate fire, this part cold, that part hot, this part cold, it's okay because both are fire element. Okay. Then go few rounds. Go not 1 round, not enough. Go at least 5 rounds. Okay. The next one, wind element. Wind element, you can breathe using your breathing in and breathing out. When you breathe in, breathe out, the stomach also rising, falling, rising, falling. So from here you go down, stomach rising, falling, rising, falling. The below part may not so clear. You cannot see the below part rising, falling, but only abdomen rising, falling. No problem. That part enough. That small part enough. Breathing in, breathing out. Then the abdomen rising, falling. Then you feel the air, wind element. The vibration in the body is also wind element. Some people can easily see the whole body. There's a vibration inside the whole body. This also wind element. Okay. And wind element is very clear when you do walking. Later I will show you how to contemplate 4 elements during walking. Okay. Then another is distending. Now you try to feel the body distending outside. No, distension. If you cannot understand, you try to think how we pump the air inside the balloon, then balloon distended. You try to think that way first, then you see your body, some distension inside your body. Or you can feel the supporting. How come I don't collapse? How come I can sit straight? Because of this supporting force. If you cannot understand, then you move your body sideways, then suddenly you straight up your body. Then you feel the force. If you still cannot see, no problem. As I say, one element, if you understand one, that is enough. You don't try 2 hours, 5 hours to see what you cannot see one. It comes to a time the element will become clear to you. Okay. I remember when I first learned this 4 elements, my teacher said, you breathe in, then you see the air go up, down to the soul. Wow. Then I tried. Few hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, I cannot feel the air breathe up, go to the whole body. My teacher never explained to me, if you cannot find, let go. So I tried so many hours breathing in, the air here, follow down. Then finally I understand. Most people cannot see one. But when the teacher asked, they say, yes, yes. And made me feel so inferior. Everybody can see, only me cannot see. How come? This is called honesty of a yogi. I'm very honest about it. But when some student facing with the teacher, they become very nervous. So what they cannot see, they also, okay, can. I'm not like that. I'm honest to my own practice. I'm honest to the teacher. So finally I know. So that's why I never teach. Breathing in, I never teach what my teacher teach me. Breathing in, the air go, then down to the. You can try if you have a good parami, you can try, but I cannot. So, but what I can see is breathing in for the beginning. Breathing in, then rising, falling off the stomach. For the first time, I only can see that. But now I can see the whole body vibration. The moment I sit 1 minute, 10 minutes, the whole body, a lot of vibration inside, very subtle vibration. That is subtle part of the wind element. Therefore, sometimes then I come to understand, sometimes what teachers say is just a guidance. What teacher do not say, you may experience something what teacher do not say. Then you should cherish that type of experience as well. But teacher never say the whole body, can see very subtle vibration. My teacher never tell me, but I can experience it. I can experience more profound than what the teacher tell me. And yet I do not know that's wind element. Right? Sometimes trust your own experience, also very important. But you can relate to the teacher to make sure you are right, you are on the right path, right track on it. Okay? So these are the 4 elements. From top of the head down to the soul. Again, one element become clear to you, move to the second element. Move to the third element, fourth element. When my teacher start to teach this 4 elements, he only teach earth element for the whole day. So most yogi become stone, stuck there like a rock, cannot move. So after I feel that no, this is not the correct way. You should balance the 4 elements. You should not try one element one day. So I keep improving what my teacher told me. If you do, some people cannot feel little bit hard. They didn't say little bit hard enough. My teacher also didn't say little bit hard enough. So we try very hard. The whole body like a rock. After that cannot. After finished meditation, cannot come down already because whole body like a rock. Hardness. Therefore, I think the skillfulness of teacher is sometimes very important. This is the reason I don't want to teach only hardness alone. When you feel, understand already, you should proceed. You should not try hardness the entire day. They cause a lot of unpleasant feeling, and you lose the balance of element in yourself. Okay, so don't try one for so long time. Okay. If you cannot see one, let go first. Then try the second one, third one, fourth one. Then when you come back again, then what you cannot see one become clear to you. First, to be in the sequence better. Because Buddha teach earth first, earth element. But my teacher didn't teach sequence. He started with the wind element first because he think wind is very easy. Then later on, if not in the sequence also okay. Whatever appear, you just see. Okay. Okay, after you master it already, understand it already, and then again around, from top of the head down to the soul again and again. After a few sitting, then you satisfy with the four elements. Then you should not go from top of the head down to the soul. You see the whole body as one. Just like you're standing on top of the roof, then you look down below, or you stand on top of the mountain, you look down, you see the house, one house, right? In the same way, you just imagine you look down the whole body as whole. You don't differentiate, this is the head, this is the hand, this is the body, this is the feet. You don't differentiate in that way, or you don't scan anymore. You take whole body, the whole body as a whole, and try to see earth element, water element, fire element, wind element, earth element, water element, fire element, wind element, again and again. Then gradually you lose the perception of body one. You cannot see body at all. You only see element. So it may take some time, okay? That much enough for today. For you to practice sitting meditation, I would like to teach you how to contemplate four elements during eating, meal time. So when you come to the food in front of you, so you take the food, be mindful, mindful of your bodily movement. This wind element, right? You take the food spoon, then put into your mouth. This wind element. Any movement is wind element. Okay, so you be mindful of wind element. Wind element. Open your mouth. If you don't open the mouth, the food cannot go inside. So open your mouth is what element? Wind element. Anything moves is wind element. So you open your mouth, you observe wind element. Then put the food inside. Then the tongue will touch the food, right? How do you feel? You use your imagination and think how you eat this morning. When the food touch your tongue, what do you feel? It can be hot, it can be cold, yes. So either one. If you feel hot, then contemplate, heat. If you feel cold, then cold. Then you start bite, right? Bite. So this movement, chewing, biting is what element? Wind. So easy to listen, you see? Wind element. Then the food inside will change texture one, right? For example, you eat tofu. You bite the tofu. First you aware of biting first, then you will feel the texture of the food. So how do you feel? Tofu, how you feel? Soft, yes, softness. Softness is what element? Earth element. So then you say, oh, softness. First you see biting only wind element, then you feel the texture of the food. Softness. Then you bite thoroughly, then you can feel saliva coming out from the roof of the teeth. If you don't feel that, then you eat too fast. I guarantee you, if you never see that saliva flowing in your mouth, you are eating too fast. So in order to see water element, you have to wait bite until you see the saliva flow in your mouth. Then your mouth, your food and the water element all mixed together. This is the process of digestion start. So when you see the water element flow in your mouth, then you can contemplate flowing. But your mind must understand flowing is characteristic of water element. So all 4 elements are there already. Right? Let me repeat one more time so you can remember. First, hand, move. Wind element. Open your mouth, also wind element. Then the foot touch the tongue, either heat or cold. It can be rough also. It can be rough. But heat and cold is more easy. Heat and cold, either one. Then you start chewing, movement, you aware of the chewing, biting, the mouth or the teeth. It's called wind element. Then the texture of the food will become smoother, right? First it's very rough, the whole piece. After chewing, you may feel smoothness, or you may feel softness, or even may feel hardness. Depend on how you feel. Depend on how you feel. Then if smoothness, then you know smoothness. If hardness, then you know hardness. All are earth element. Then whip, chew thoroughly until the saliva flow out. Then you contemplate water element. Then the last step, swallowing. You have to swallow, otherwise swallowing, the wind push your food down. So you swallow, you will feel that something pushed the food down. Feel it. Feel this pushing. This is also very easy to see. Pushing. So all 4 elements are there. First round like that. Second round, second mouth of food. More, you can see more. Then third mouthful, third spoonful of food, you can see even more. 4, 6, 7, 8. After 8, you say, how come so tired one? Why the eating becomes so tired? Then you will eat less, definitely. You will eat less. When you eat less, you don't feel sleepy in the afternoon. Okay? So every time when I practice this one, I lose appetite to eat. Then after losing some time, I say, I cannot practice in that way. Otherwise, I keep on losing my weight. But it really opened up my insight. Eating become so tired. Not like previously we enjoy the food so much, but now eating becomes so burdensome. So seeing reality sometimes is very shocking and very tired also, because it's different from what we perceive. What we think, what we previously feel is pleasant, now becomes so unpleasant. But this really can open up your insight. You pay for it. Okay? So this is how you practice 4 elements during your meal time. Okay. Then the next one I want to teach is walking meditation. Okay. I have to stand up now. Without supporting your body, will collapse. Even you cannot use your intelligence to think. Supporting this side, my body cannot. My body does not collapse. Okay, supporting. If you cannot feel, you can feel the foot touch the floor. It should be cold or hot, either one. Or even hardness. You press it a bit, you feel the hardness. Okay. All of you want to try? Now stand up. Okay. You try to feel the supporting that support your body so that your body does not fall. If you cannot feel, it's fine. Feel your feet, the bottom of your foot touch the floor. How do you feel? Cold, right? Should be cold. Okay, then you press it a bit harder. Press the foot. You can feel hardness. It's very easy for you. Hardness is earth element. Okay? Now you want to walk already. I want to add one more ingredient into your noting. Okay? Try to not observe the desire to walk. Desire to walk or wanting to walk. That is called mind. Mind can produce four elements. So because I want to walk, it can produce wind element. Then you start to breathe. So you try to contemplate wanting to walk, wanting to walk. Then you start to, we divide this walking into 3 stages. In the beginning, we try to walk a little bit fast. So step only 1 step. So you just that wind element, just see wind element. We from gross, we go to the subtle one. Okay? So wind element, then wind element, wind element. Any movement is wind element. So wind element, then standing, same thing. You cannot, if you can see supporting, you see the supporting. If you cannot see supporting, you feel the hardness or cold of your feet. Okay, then turning, wanting to turn. Wanting to turn. Wanting is mental. Turning itself is physical. The last day I will teach you this one, but now you understand it first. So I want don't say I, wanting to turn, this is mine. Then the body starts to turn. See the wind element, see the wind element, move your body. Then stand again, right? Stand again. Same thing, feel the supporting or feel the coldness of your feet. Touch the floor. Then again, one more time, lifting. Lifting wind element, you see wind element, wind element, wind element, wind element, wind element, then standing. Same thing, see the wind support your body, or see the cold or hot of your feet. Then turning, wanting to turn, don't forget wanting to turn, then turning, try to see the wind element. Okay, this is the first step of walking. So after you get up from sitting, you do 1 step only. 1 step only, 1 step in. Wind element, wind element, wind element, wind element. Now I'm going to tell you the second step. 1 step only do 5 minutes. Because after sitting, you do pretty fast to exercise the body for your health. 5 minutes enough, or 5 to 10 minutes. Then second step, then 2 steps of walking. Lifting, dropping. Okay? So lifting now, and lifting, how you feel? How you feel yourself? Then tell me how you feel lifting, dropping. Okay, one more. Lifting, observe how do you feel. Lifting, okay, how do you feel? Okay, lightness, some heaviness, some. So different, you feel differently, right? All are 4 elements. If lightness means earth element, heaviness also earth element. Some even feel hot, fire element. So whatever you feel, there's no fixed answer for you because each person feels differently. Okay? So, okay, some feel wind element, movement. Okay, lifting and dropping. Dropping, you can feel the feet touch the floor. How do you feel? Cold, soft, hard. So you can notice 1 or you can notice 3 together, up to yours. How fast is your mindfulness? Okay, so lifting again, feel not each lifting the same. You don't feel, first time I feel lightness, then every step must be lightness. Not like that one. Elements are changing all the time. So lifting, this time I feel very hot. Then no fire element, then dropping, lifting, dropping, lifting. Dropping also you can feel, if you move slowly, you see lifting, dropping, and you can feel slowly. What do you feel? Slowly you okay, this you can walk this 20 minutes. In the last 20 minutes, 3 steps. lifting, pushing, dropping. Okay, so let's try lifting, pushing, dropping. Before you must feel it before you another leg start to move. Okay, so lifting, how you feel, dropping, sorry, come on, lifting, pushing, dropping. Then you feel how the foot, when the foot touch the floor, how do you feel? How you feel it? Then again, lifting, pushing, dropping. Lifting, pushing, dropping. It's called 3 steps. So a lot of things to see now. A lot of things to see. Then you see it until finally you forget yourself. Only 4 elements. Okay? This is how you should do your walking. So if you walk fast, from here to the kitchen, you walk fast. So just 1 step, wind element, wind element, wind element. So that your mind got something to anchor. When your mind anchor on the wind element, your mind will not thinking this and that. That's restlessness. Restlessness itself is unwholesome mental karma. So when you walk the time, just wind element, wind element, wind element. When you go back home also like that. When you walk the time, the mind should pay to your step as wind element. So that your mind is composed, not restless. Okay, so I have shared with you how to practice 4 elements during sitting, during eating, then what else should I teach? Showering? I have to teach you how to shower. So showering, I don't know how you all shower. Like, is it this one? Okay. So when you turn the opening. So movement. You aware, mindful of your movement, wind element, then turning also wind element. Then the water touch your body. How do you feel? If you use heater, then hot. If you don't use heater, cold. So you just feel it. Just feel the coldness. The whole body. Just feel it. Then after that, you want to apply some lotion, right? Lotion. The time you can feel the smoothness already. During sitting, no matter how try to feel smoothness, cannot see. Okay, now taking shower, apply the shower lotion, then you feel the whole body smoothness. When you rub the body the time. Then you contemplate smoothness, smoothness, smoothness. It's the right time for you to contemplate smoothness. Okay? Then you use your power to dry your body. You dry it very hard, then roughness, right? If you dry it softness, if you dry using the power to dry your body rougher, then it becomes roughness. If you don't contemplate in that way, what are you doing in the shower room? What are you doing in the shower room? You also take shower, but without contemplation, right? Then you are not a yogi. You should behave different from other people because you are yogi. So yogi means you practice mindfulness throughout the day, only called yogi. When you go back home, sure you cannot practice in that way well, but now is the time for you to practice in that way, okay? So inside your shower, same, cold, smoothness, roughness, hardness, whatever you can feel. Now you already understand 4 elements. That much enough for you today. One more request. Okay, so when you lie on the floor, how you feel the whole body on top of the floor? It can be heavy, it can be soft, because if your mattress is soft, right, the whole body touch the soft mattress, then it can be soft, right? If you want to practice 4 elements, you practice in this way. If you don't want, you just pay attention to the anapanasati. Because if you practice the 4 elements throughout the day, the mind gets very tired. So when you lie on the bed, better rest the mind first. Rest the mind by Go back to Anapanasati. Otherwise, we cannot make the mind too tired also. So resting time, just pay attention to the Anapanasati or Metta, either one. When come to the like sitting, the intensive time, walking, then try to do for a minute. To see rising and ceasing, and also there's one more, to let you have disenchantment towards the body. Let's say last time you only Anapanasati. You never know the body can create so much pain. So you were attached to the body. You don't have disenchantment. You don't feel disgust towards the body. You don't feel disenchanted towards the body. Then disenchantment towards the body is one of the important insight for you to achieve liberation. So if those who practice that's why I say why Anapanasati cannot lead to liberation. Because all the time so happy, peaceful, how can get disenchanted? You cannot get disenchanted with mind and body. When you cannot gain, there are three important insight knowledge before Nibbana. Number one is distinguish Nama Rupa, which I'm going to teach on the last day. Okay. The second one is insight of arising and passing away. These are very important insight if you want to practice Vipassana. The third one is knowledge of disenchantment. Buddha say in sutta, numerous sutta, arising and passing away, and the disenchantment. We call ni minda jnana. Ni binda jnana, knowledge of disenchantment. Only then you desire for liberation. Anapanasati is so pleasant, so peaceful. How can I desire for liberation? So seeing pain in the body is good, so that you can contemplate. Oh, this body is so painful. It's full of dissatisfaction. So it's not a thing that you should attach to it. We only attach to pleasant. We will not attach to unpleasant one, right? So this body got so many pains, various pain here and there. Therefore, slowly you get disenchanted or disgusted towards the body. This is very important insight. So to see pain is good sign. Then you have to cope with it. As brother say, during dying moment, more pain than now. Then dying moment, our mind is so weak, and more pain than now. If now you cannot cope, how can you cope during dying moment? Then also pain give you, as another brother say, give you insight to see rising and passing away, because pain is also impermanent. There's another way to expand your knowledge of observation or contemplation. Sometimes when there's too much pain, you can check your mind. How the mind reacts towards the pain. If it's irritation, sometimes you put aside the physical pain and try to mindful of your mental state of irritation. Then this is called Citta Nupassana Satipatthana, contemplation of the mind. From physical, go to the mind. Try to observe the irritation. Look at it. Look at that agitation. Look at it again and again, just like you look at the breathing. So look at it, accept it, allow it to happen with unbiased attitude, and see how the irritation change. It can be more or can be decreases, even subside completely. When subside completely, then you try to note impermanent. You see, irritation is also impermanent, then leave a mark of impermanency in your heart. And next time when other mental state arise, you know how to tackle it already. And you know they are impermanent, you don't so attach to them. If you contemplate impermanence of the pleasant feeling, you will not develop passion. Right? Just because you do not contemplate impermanence of pleasant feeling, then you think the pleasant feeling is permanent, then you develop passion. But if you see the pleasant feeling is also arising and passing away. Once it passes away, it's gone. How can your patience be developed towards something has gone? Something is, so something is, your patience cannot develop towards something is impermanent. Right? So simply because we do not contemplate impermanence of pleasant feeling, we think it's stable, it's always there, it's always give you pleasant feeling. Then patience develops. But every time when pleasant feeling arises, you contemplate it as impermanent, then you really see it passes away, it vanishes, then gradually your patience towards it will drop or disappear. Okay, enough for today. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.